I'm Cree Holmes. I represent Methodist Hospitals. We're currently staffing for our ER nurses. We're going to work 3 12-hour shifts a week. I would like to tell you a little bit about our organization. We have been in the area for about 90 years. We recently received our Trauma 3, Level 3 accreditation. We're very proud about that accomplishment, and we would like to look for nurses who are going to help us obtain Level 2 or Level 1 status.
Okay.
We're a chest pain accredited center, and recently Methodist was listed on Chicago's Tribune list of 100 top workplaces in the region.
So I've heard.
With that being said, we're looking for a very specific candidate.
Okay.
If hired for this position, you will report directly to Denise Stone and will work with staff nurses and 5 techs. 20 nurses, 5 techs. So let's get to the interview. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Adam.
Well, my name is Adam Hull. I'm a native of Gary, Indiana, and all my life I've dreamed of becoming a nurse. I'm very excited about the opportunity. I was actually born right here at Methodist Hospital, so I feel like this is definitely a dream come true for me. I'm a recent graduate from Ivy Technical University. I have my associate's degree in nursing, and I'm very excited about this opportunity.
Do you have any previous nursing experience, Adam?
Well, I've worked as a LPN and I've worked as a CNA.
Okay.
But this will be my first official RN position. Within those positions as an LPN and as a CNA, I worked at nursing homes in the area.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Zebo's, but I worked at Zebo's right there in Hobart.
Okay. Workers would say about you at Zebo's?
Well, they definitely would say I'm a team player. That I was always willing to pick up an extra shift, that I have a great personality, I'm very outgoing. They would also say that I'm dependable and reliable.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
Well, I just received my associate's degree as an RN, and I want to move forward. I'm thinking about enrolling in Purdue's Bachelor of Nursing program so that I can get my BS in.
Okay. Can you describe the most difficult situation you've encountered as a professional? And how did you respond to that?
You know what? I can remember the first time I had a patient of mine pass away at Zebo's.
Okay.
That was probably the most trying situation for me. I had never dealt with that before, and it was a person whom I had built a strong relationship with, caring for them on a day-to-day basis. And when they passed away, I was heartbroken. But I collected myself, and I realized that I was in a great position to really have a great impact because I had a relationship with the daughter, and also I had a relationship with the wife of the deceased. And I spoke with my manager, and they gave me authority to contact them directly. And because I had that relationship with them, I was able to inform them in a dignified and sensitive fashion.
Well, we need nurses that are compassionate.
Oh, well, that I am.
Okay. Was there ever a time that you disagreed with what a doctor ordered, or maybe a fellow nurse treatment program for a patient? Can you discuss how you resolved that conflict?
Well, I spoke to them directly about it, of course. I don't believe that, if you have a conflict with someone, that you should try to hide it. I think that you should air any concerns that you have in a respectful fashion. You should try to seek out just the opportunity to give your input. I do recognize my position as a nurse is going to be definitely subordinate to that of the doctor, but I feel like I would be doing the doctor a disservice if I didn't share my true feelings and didn't give my input based upon what I am observing as a nurse.
All right. And working in the emergency department, you will see a lot of different circumstances. How would you handle an irate or abusive patient in the ER?
Well, I think as a nurse, we have to be unconditionally patient. We have to exude a great amount of restraint and realize that when basically a person is going through a health crisis, they're going to be irritable. And they're going to be sometimes mean and rude. But as a nurse, we're supposed to be there to support them, whether or not we feel that they're whether or not they have a warm personality or not. It's really not something you can discriminate against. I would just kill them with kindness. I found that my personality has the ability to cut through butter, milk butter, so to speak. By being nice to someone, hopefully, it's contagious and it will provide them an opportunity to change their perspective and maybe it'll brighten their day.
That's a very positive attitude, Adam. We need a lot of that around here in the ER.
Well, what can I say? I try to be positive.
Working in the ER, by you being a new grad, you will be assigned a preceptor. What is your preferred learning style?
I'm a hands-on learner. I like to get right in there and get my hands dirty and get a chance to learn procedures through doing. I learn by doing.
Okay. What if you felt like you were assigned a task and you didn't feel like you knew how to complete it thoroughly? How would you respond to that?
Well, you said there would be someone assigned to watch over me. I would check with that person. I would let them see how I'm doing it, and if they didn't feel like I was doing it properly, then that would give them an opportunity to correct me. The last thing that I want to do is make a mistake on a patient.
Okay, so you have no problem coming for assistance if needed.
I believe that that's what a good nurse should do. You should always ask questions and err on the side of caution, because there's a lot at stake.
That's correct. Patient safety is number one.
Oh, of course, of utmost importance.
Okay, Adam. What do you think you'll like least about working here at Methodist ER?
Well, I tend to look at the world through rose-colored glasses, so I don't foresee many negative aspects of this position. Probably, my lack of seniority would be something that initially I'd have to deal with, because I'd have the last bit on holidays and shifts and whatnot. But I do understand that I'd have to pay my dues and work my way up.
Okay. Well, Adam, to be honest, we're currently interviewing 30 candidates for only 5 positions. What is one thing that you would want to leave me with about you to remember you?
Well, the one thing I would like to say is that I'm highly dedicated towards this position at this hospital in particular. Methodist Hospital has served the Geary community for as long as I can remember, and I want to be a part of it. So for me, this is not just another job or another paycheck or something that I'm going to be doing lightheartedly. This is something I'd be fully committed to. You'd have Adam Hull here 100% of the time for many years to come.
Well, Adam, I see that you were born here, and that is a great thing. We would definitely consider that in your strong personality traits. Thank you for your time, and this concludes our interview.
All right, well, thank you. Pleasure. I look forward to hearing from you.